I don't read the newspapers because they all have ugly prints.
At the starting of the week, at Sunday talks you'll hear them speak. It's only Monday. Negotiations breaking down. See those leaders start to frown. It's good and Monday. Tomorrow never comes until it's too late. Could be sitting, taking lunch. The news will hit you like a punch. It's only Tuesday.
What time is it?
You never thought we'd go to war. After all the things we saw, it's April Fool's Day.
What time is it?
Tomorrow never comes until it's too late. 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 Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. why they're broken your soul.
I put NY onto DKNY. Miami, DC, prefer Versace.
That's right.
All Philly hoes know it's Moschino. Every cutie with the booty for the coochie. Now who's the real dookie? Meaning who's really the shit? Them niggas ride dicks. Frank like pussy sick on the Lexus LX 4.5. Bulletproof glass tips if I want some ass. Gon' blast sweet first, ass questions last. That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass. At last, a nigga rapping about blunts and bras, tits and bras, menage a trois, sex and expensive cars. And still leave you on the pavement. Condo paid for, no car payment. At my arraignment, no for the plaintiff. The daughter's tied up in the Brooklyn basement. Face it, not guilty. That's how I stay true. Richer than richer, so you niggas come and get. Come on.
Biggie, biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is what they're broken your soul. Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is what they're broken your soul.
I can fill you with real millionaire shit. That's cargo, my cargo. 160, swiftly. Wreck it by your new one. The crew run, your crew run. I know you sick of this name brand nigga with flows, girl, stay heat, sweet like nigga. So get with this, nigga, it's easy. Girlfriend, here's a bitch. Call me round 10, come through, have sex on rough, that's her shit. Come up to your job, hit you while you're working, for certain. Papa freaking, not speaking, leave that ass leaking like rapper demo. Tell them who, take their clothes off slowly. Fill them with the force like Kobe, dick black like Kobe, watch me roam like Kobe. Lucky they don't hold me, when they say show me, homie.
Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is what they're broken your soul. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is what they're broken your soul. Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And I just love your flashy ways. This is what they're broken your soul. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I just love your flashy ways. This is why I broke in your soul. Can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. Can't you see?
Can I kick it? 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 Well, I'm gone. Can I kick it? To all the people who can quest like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track force, why? Cause getting mentions on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk fuzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug. Afrocentric living is a big shrug. A life filled with, that's what I love. A lower plateau is what we're above. If you diss us, we won't even think of. We'll nip up a dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a snug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a plus love. As the tribe flies high like a dove.
Word of doc, on the ultimate word of doc, on
trouble, 2 for the time. You say a 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. You say a 1 for the trouble, 2 for the time. Come on, y'all, let's cut it in mellow.
Stupid loop. Oh well. What up, everybody? Shows his weekend garage sale scores. I mean, if you're gonna do that, then no, I'm not. I did go finally get out, man. It was nice. Let me catch up on the chat. Holy crap, you guys have been chatty. Ooh, yeah, I've been up since like 2 or 3. I shipped all my postcards this morning. When I bought this last car, the first stop I made to stay overnight, I locked my keys in the car, and cost me $200 to got out in the middle of a pandemic. So don't do that. Yeah, there's one coming up next weekend, which was the one I went to last year, the Latvian Community Center. That's coming up next week, and I'm hoping I can make it there. BB's here, Carl's here. All right. Yes. Yeah, let's get the stuff shipped first, and then we'll see what time is looking like. I'll show the big win of the weekend. $1978 fiberglass, serial numbered, never been mounted. There's a little bit of like storage scuffing, but this is like the OG skateboard. I listed it for $600, bought it for $200. And yes, Jack, I'm definitely going to be working that sale again this year. That's not till July, but yeah, that's a for sure. For sure. Same sale. Guy was an artist. I think I paid $1 for it. Clive Barker, Visions of Heaven and Hell. Where is it? Nope, that's not it. There it is. Oh, look at that. It's signed. Same sale. Right after I got there, guy walks in, says, "You guys have any like TCG cards or video games?" I think it was TCG cards. He asked for like Pokemon. Can I see your Pokemons? Any video games? And was told no. Turned around and left. I walked out with both of those items. That's about $700. I filled my car for under $50. And Cameron, this was I was in Gresham. Don't be mad. Pick in your neck of the woods. All right. There's more. We'll do that later. But those were two of the highlights. No Pokemans, no video games. Just goes to show, like, you know, if all you do is watch YouTube videos to learn what to source, then you're screwed. You ain't gonna do well. All right, I got some Combine Z orders that I got to get done first here. Had some really good sales this weekend, which is good. I'm glad to be like restocking the store now as well with some good stuff. All right. First up, somebody bought 2 Hot Wheels. These have been in the store since 2022. Orange Camaro and a purple Camaro. Pew pew. 446 and 715. So, what, $12 all in? All good. I will take that. Yeah, we'll definitely do some more. I still have to pull stuff out of my car anyways today, so might as well do a quick show and tell. Do a quick little haul video. You know, like a reseller channel does. Like a real life reseller. That is 4 ounces. All right, then another customer bought 2 of my last Elvis photos. Getting down to the end of these. I bought these off the now defunct YouTube channel. Used to be known as Garage Flips. These are both from the set of Roustabout. And one was 1885, the other was 1345. We were going to give these a nice top loader. Shit. I was wondering when that was going to happen. All right. Ah. All right. Be right back. What's our weight here? It's already 6 ounces. I don't want to go over 8. That'll work. Okay, that'll be 10. So what if I just do this? Perfect. The other combined is somebody bought a couple of records and a couple of DVDs. They bought Slim, it's in the mix. It's a DJ record, which is kind of weird that they also bought Ode to Billy Joe, Bobby Gentry. And then they also bought some DVDs, Beeper, and Great American Westerns with John Wayne. It's a weird mix of stuff. Let's see, Beeper was $1.75, $3.75 for this, $8 for Bobby Gentry, and $5 for Slim. It's in the mix. Yeah. I mean, it's great to have the sale. That's a bunch of weird stuff. And it's all going media mail, so that's good. What did I just do? Yeah. then I think what we're going to do is I always get a little trepidatious about doing weird shaped packages. That's what she said. Yeah, I don't know. Feels like I'm breaking the law or something. Breaking the law. Where did that half go? Nope. Yep. I don't know who that is. All right, that'll work. I don't think that's, none of that's going anywhere. All right. And then finally, we have somebody bought 3 laser discs. I bought Signature Collection Vertigo for $14.36, Fargo for $6.26, and probably one of the most underrated movies of all time, The Adventures of Baron von Munchausen. I think Terry Gilliam's best movie. I know that is an unpopular opinion, and that's okay. I know I'm right. I'll catch up to the chat in a minute. But these are all the combined orders I wanted to get done. And one more. It is the same price for... No, I didn't think so. That was weird. Nope. There we go. All right. Pretty easy from here on out, with the exception of, I think, one thing. Sold a Canadian aeronautical chart map. I got this at Packwood 2 years ago. I bought a whole bunch of them, aeronautical maps for, I think, $15, and they've been selling, here and there periodically. This one sold for $806. You know what we're gonna do? I know that I'll end up using more of this. I like these compostable poly mailers. They feel more substantial than typical poly mailers. And I like that they're also compostable besides that. I'll take a quick pause here. So I talked about this at the end of my last promoted listings experiment. So I started a new one on the 9th. So it's 6 days, just under a week in right now. And I will share with you guys the results. It's interesting. So I had 3 categories, 3 different groups that I did. Random 2,000 postcard listings per batch, right? So each batch got 2,000 exactly. Starting value on 15. So I did 5% promoted, 10% promoted, 15% promoted. There was a bit of a difference in terms of like overall gross value on it. But what's crazy here is, all right, the starting gross value, all 3 categories are in a flat 10% off sale. 5% promoted, sale price total value was $19,263. 10% was $14,717, and 15% promoted was $21,506. So the highest value overall on the 15% promoted, middle of the road 5%, lowest was the 10%. As of last night, here's what the sales were. Of 2,000 postcards listed, this is how many sold. 15% promoted, 5 cards sold. 10% promoted, 10 cards sold. 5% promoted, 8 cards sold. So 5% outperformed 15%, and both 15% was the lowest performing. Of the dollar values, the 10% promoted, $72. This is in what the dollars in sales were. 15%, $63. Again, lowest performing, and highest performing was 5% promoted at $84. So I'm going to let this run a little bit longer, but that is a really startling initial result. The difference between the 5% and 10% in terms of dollar amount, I mean, the 5% sold more in dollars than the 10%. Which, if the trend, I need to give it more time. Like, it's not a big enough sample size yet, but it may not be worth promoting more than 5%. We'll see. Top 5 reseller channels. What are we using as a measuring stick here? Because I disagree with this and all of that. Are we just going by subscription numbers? Or are we going by good quality, entertaining, selfless content? Are we going by like top 5 reseller channels you should definitely not subscribe to? Okay. Shed Flips for sure. I'd put Commonwealth up there. He's good. I like Flippin' Junk. Resale Rabbit. And Jackass Retro. There's your 5. All right, next up. Sold a marble. Is this going to fit in here? Hope it does. Yes, it's going to be close. Nope, it is not going to fit in there. All right, I'll put this in there. An HP durable printing ink that's expired in 2011. Sold for $9. That thing's been in the store for eons. That is not something I probably would necessarily list anymore. Oh yeah, George the Antique Nomad is pretty good. I can't watch a lot of him. There's something like I can't put my finger on it, but I can't watch a lot of it. But he's got good information. I like it. Back in the day, Auction Professor had good information. Now he just likes to complain about stuff. I'm going to put this one up on screen. This was a great sale. This came from the free estate sale last year. I am surprised it took so long to sell, but it finally did. It's the Michelin Man ashtray with the AI background. I think the AI background probably hindered me on this one, but yeah, sold for $136. Not bad for free. And it's going to Canada, I want to say. Germany. Interesting. For some reason, I thought I was not I had Germany excluded because of their crazy laws. All right. Let me go grab some bubble. I'll be right back. Is there a perf on this anywhere? Nope. Well, definitely don't need all of it. Yeah, Bolo Buddies is another one of those. Like it just starts grating on me after a while. I don't have anything against them. I think they're good channels. It's just oh, you know who we didn't even mention though in our top 5, and I can't believe we overlooked it. But Nurse Flipper. All right, next up. What did I dropped a thing. And it disappeared. Oh, there it is. Dale Earnhardt Winner's Circle Stock Car. Came from the Mr. Buys a Lot disaster. I think it's for $266, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, we when I was on Roman's show a couple weekends ago, we talked a lot about that. With that said, though, I think Shed Flips, Lonnie, I mean, he like remarkably consistent. Like, yes, there's been changes over time. Like, there's no way that's not going to happen. But like, still very, very consistent. All right, what do I want to do next here? Let's do that other She-Hulk. That's been in the store for 3 years. No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. This is also from the Buy a Lot. I like Golden State Picker okay, but this is again nothing having to do with him. I get too much FOMO watching his channel because I know what that area is like for picking, and it's amazing. Like if you don't have a mortgage still to pay and you own a house and you don't have to pay $3,000 a month in rent, you can clean up in the Bay Area. Yeah, I watch a lot of other stuff too. I've been, I've talked about it before, Taskmaster, British panel shows. I've kind of been on a kick on that lately. Been listening to James Acaster's podcast. What's it called? It's like a fake detective podcast. What's it? Springleaf. It's on YouTube. It's like a sort of done up like an old school radio detective drama. If you like James Acaster or you know who he is, he's fucking hilarious British comedian. He's in the new Ghostbusters movie. And so it came out of a thing in his act where he is a undercover detective pretending to be a stand-up comedian. Can you explain that? I'm just curious about what you mean by the comic book and like what's wrong with that? You're just not into it or what? He's a little awkward, but it's funny. It's like not as awkward as like The Office. He has a bunch of Netflix specials too. He does one called Repertoire. He's got another one called Cold Lasagna. I Hate Myself, 1999. And I forget what the third one is, but they're all really good too. He's fucking hilarious. Very creative, unique, all the things I like in my comedy. Watching evictions. I mean, to each their own. And rug cleaning. Oh yeah, there's a lawnmower channel that we'll go down a deep hole watching a lawnmower channel. Y Files, I like that one too. Hold on, I just need to look at my history and I can tell you guys. You guys can. I'll even show you guys my history. How about that? I'm not afraid. Hold on, let me hide the comment. All right. This is like some British dude who like watches weird paranormal style YouTube videos and comments on them. It's not that great. It was right before I went to bed. This was I've been going down the Diddy hole. Adam Savage tested. Sri Tips. If you don't know Sri Tips, it's like this guy who refines gold and silver and other precious metals from home. There's Taskmaster, Y Files, Renfro, more Taskmaster. There was Pittsburgh Picker last night. More Taskmaster. Thumbprint. I've talked about him before. He's a metal guy up in Canada. Yeah. Seth Meyers, big fan. More Taskmaster. A lot of Taskmaster. Oh, this is, if you guys haven't seen this, Drumeo is a fucking great channel. They get all these amazing drummers and they play the song for them without the drums, and then they ask them to do the drum solo. Watch some Fish, Fanny Pack. You guys, I've played that song on the channel before. This was a link from another website about Goonies. This is when the Goonies went to go visit Dick Donner. Listen to some techno music, Plastic Man, Richie Houghton, drum and bass for Papa. This was just off the feed. Ricky Gervais, David Cross podcast. Neil Brennan's podcast is good too. I listen to that. There's James Acaster, more James Acaster. The Classic Scrapes. If you go to James, there's a whole channel of James Acaster Classic Scrapes. Totally worth the listen. Absolutely hilarious. Commonwealth Picker, British panel shows last week tonight. More Classic Scrapes. Clickbaited me on this one. People in Siberia and Alaska living in cisterns. This was cool. This is another good one. The Corridor Crew. These guys are special effects guys in Hollywood, and they basically like break down how they do effects. That was pretty cool. Here, rain stuff. I was asleep. 1 Foot Flipper somehow made it into my feed. You can see I only made it about halfway in and dropped out. I wanted to see what brown noise sounded like. I watched a thing on how they make gold coins. There's Golden State Picker. This was just randomly popped up in my feed. More James Acaster. There's Springleaf. Tucker Upper. That's a good channel too for reselling. Although not. Dave Letterman. Oh yeah, Pete Holmes podcast. You Made It Weird. That's a great podcast too. Also, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Hey, there's my show. Bigfoot Society. I just discovered this the other day. That's interesting. It's basically a podcast where they talk to people who saw Bigfoot. I watched some like Disney like theme park channels. This guy is so here's P. Diddy stuff down here. More Taskmaster. There you go. Yeah, I've been watching Tucker Upper for many, many years too. See you, Shanna. Whatever, Don. Like yours is any different. Like most of the people here is any different. Don't judge. Sold a Simplicity pattern. Mrs. Dress flared skirt. $6.26. This has been in the store for a couple of years now. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the pattern's basically there's like three boxes. They just sit in until they sell. I don't really do much with them except for weight and ship. It's been about a year since I've listed a pattern, and I sell probably one a week. So. I mean, not in the last week. Taskmaster is a fucking great show. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's fantastic. I would love to do some kind of stateside version of that show. There is a group out of Minnesota who did like a homemade task. There's a bunch of homemade ones from around the world, which are most of them are pretty good. The Taskmaster Minnesota is the best. The most well done anyways. All right, I gotta go into YouTube so I can click on whatever link. Oh yeah, this is a good. Graham Norton, he's got a good show. I like him. Also, if you guys are ever really bored, I have let's see here. this is the playlist. Oh, where is it? My YouTube music oddities playlist. It's always being added to. It's up to like 37 videos. Stuff gets removed sometimes. Oh, come on. Why is this not working? There we go. All right. Sold a cassette, Whitey Ford Sings the Blues by Everlast. I get back on track here. Still have 13 to go. So this sold for $9. I'll put this up since it's in a box. I think I bought this on my last trip to Colorado. If I'm not mistaken. This little thing from Fantasia. I paid $2 on these, I believe. Sold for 10. The other one was the Three Witches from Cinderella, right? The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. That was Cinderella. And that I think sold for like $30. So oh, Roman's here. Oh yeah, that actually looks really good. I've never played the game, but I like the people who are in it. I don't remember saying that, but that'd kind of be cool. Be like, I mean, the only reason why is because of all the subscribers I paid for. From the subscriber farm. No. I'd go back to the 1800s and have all of them send me postcards. And then come back to now, and then I'd sell them. All right, next up. Sold a belt buckle for Labatt's Blue. This one's cool because if you flip it over, it's got a bottle opener. Sold for $26. I think it's going to Canada. Speaking of Canada. All right. Then, what do I want to do next? Sold this industrial bell. I got this for free last year in a pile of free stuff. Or actually, did I get this? This might have come from Packwood. In any case, it sold for $32. I had it up for quite a bit more. I thought I might be able to get more out of it, but happy with what I did get. So, I wouldn't have paid more than $1 for it. So. I think it was free. Sold a hat. Seattle Mariners, old logo, but not old hat. That I know I got for free. And it sold for $8.96. Sold a Gillette razor for $29.66. I gotta make sure that this is the right date code because I couldn't see real well downstairs. Where's my magnifying glass? One sec. Yep, that's the one. right, we're getting down to the end of it. Sold some sheet music. This is like just a bunch of like, honestly, kind of random. Is that gonna fit in here? Sold for $16. I'm way behind on chat. Yeah, I'm really curious how my promoted listing test here goes. I think it's provable that promoting is worth it at least 10% for postcards. Versus not promoting. Because that test was pretty definitive. But I'm curious what this latest test, the 5, 10, 15 test does. Yeah, I almost ran out of postcards, and then this weekend happened. So yeah, I have some more postcards now, and then there's more coming. Yeah, Don, I'm doing a test. 2,000 listings, each promoted at 5, 10, and 15%. And right now, 5% is outperforming both the 10 and 15%. And actually, 15% is the worst performer right now. All right, next up, I sold some cherry blossom napkin rings. These came from the buyout of late 2018. and they sold for $6, which honestly is fine. Anything that like at this point, like anything that sells out of that inventory is just pure profit. I hope there's, oh shit, there's 6. All right, I gotta go check to see if I have the other one. Be right back. Found it. Yeah, every now and then I'll get messages like asking me for measurements on pieces of clothing from that inventory, and I know a lot of people just wouldn't respond, but I'm just like, I'll reply and I'll be like, listen, this is a $5 clothing item and there's still free returns on it. All due respect, but it is not worth my time. Buy it or don't. If you don't, I understand, but I'm not getting measurements. I refuse to put in even another minute on that inventory. It'll eventually sell or it won't. Ooh. Fancy. And honestly, that inventory is down to like 4 bins that I could probably make 3. And I figured it out this long. I might as well wait it out a little longer. That's a fact. All right. Got 1, 2, 3. Got a few easy things and one not so easy thing. Easy thing number 1 is this black velvet painting of a horse, on cardboard. Sold for $23. I got a thing for black velvet painting, y'all. I like it. Yep, I think we're just going to do that. That's what's going to happen. Right? Yeah. Shit. If I can cut the box straight. Jesus Christ. $17, $13. It's been quiet sales-wise today, though. Very quiet. All right. Sold another laser disc. again? No. What it was. Opera Imaginaire sold for $17.95. It's like a digital thing. Early computer animation. Yeah, only 4 offers to send out. What's going on there? Let's send out 15% on both of those. Got 17 people in the chat. Holy crap. Yeah, so if you guys aren't aware right now, everything with USPS is delayed. There is a notice up on your seller hub regarding it. I've got priority packages that are like 2 weeks overdue. It's crazy right now. But, you know, that's what you get when you let Trump appoint the the guy to run the post office. All right, then we're down to our last couple. Sold a record. Hit Parade 1949, sealed. Bought it for $1 at, I think, the first yard sale I went to last year. The barn sale, which is not so much a yard sale because they do it every year and it's always ongoing. But yeah, sold it for $9, so $1.09, and it only took a year. But anytime you can get a sealed record for $1, you're gonna make money. They're also the easiest to ship and the easiest to list because it's only 2 pictures. You don't have to worry about returns. You don't have to worry about grading. You just be like, it's sealed. All right, last thing. Which is going to look familiar to anybody who tunes in regularly. Sold the Majolica Peacock that I broke and then fixed, and then listed in my store for $129.95. This thing's really cool. I'm surprised it took so long to sell the first time, but I am quite happy about it selling this time. Now, the only thing is I think I just used up all my bubble wrap. Yep. All right. We're gonna get creative. These are used, by the way, so don't get judgy on me. All right. That is a car part. All right, that's going to work. That's going to work. Sweet. All right, our box and box scenario going on here now. I think I'm going to use the last of this stuff. Do I have enough of it? I should. Yeah. Oh. All this. Gonna run out of tape. Maybe not. Thought it was. There it is. £7 and let's see how close I was. 23 by 11 by 7. And that's it. Let me put this stuff out, and if you guys are in fact interested, we can do a little bit of a haul show. Yeah, I've been checking. It is a $1 cheaper, but I'm just, even though it's close, I'm just going to let them come pick it up. All right. I'm not going to spend too much time doing haul, but we'll do some. Since y'all asked for it. All right. Ugh. This is all pretty much from the last sale. So the guy was an artist, So I was grabbing a bunch of like art related stuff. I think my favorite thing that I got is this print, or it's a numbered print. Let me get the chat off of here. It's dated, signed by the artist, 1986. I think it's fucking awesome. I'm trying to make out who the artist is. But it's basically a representation of a Adelita, which is like a South American Latina hero, like a gunslinger type hero. I think it's super cool. I may just end up keeping it. I love stuff like this. So actually what I'll probably do is frame it, list it high, see what happens. And if I get to keep it, I get to keep it. Usually how it works with art. Last time I did it, it sold overnight. So this is some vintage drafting rulers, Statler, Deichtgen, and whatever. These like are usually like, I need to clean them up at like 10 to 15 bucks a piece. Bought a bunch of art books from the guy, The Unspeakable. I have no idea. I didn't comp anything. But Salvador Dali, I'm curious now what that might, if it's a decent buy. Let me look it up. There's one up for, let's see if there's any solds. Easy 10, 15 bucks for sure. There's a one sold for soft cover for $5. I wonder what Terrapeak says. If anything, I like art books, so. I was kind of just in make a pile mode. There's some historical solds. 2171. Oh wait, 1086. $8, $10. Yeah, so it does sell. There's no current solds because all the ones that are listed at like 50, 60 bucks. So there you go. All right, what else we get? These were just in a box. TV host and People magazine from like 98. Got a big Bible. There's a bookmark in here. I wonder if there's anything else in here. Nope, just a bookmark. A toilet paper bookmark. The best kind. Strong's Exhaustive Concordance. I'm pretty sure that's a $20 bill. Yeah, $20 bill. With solds all day long. The Golden Beetles sheet book. I mean, It's got to be something, right? It's the Beatles. And somebody's partially written song in here. From what year is this? 64. So of the time. Got a bunch of books about birds. National Audubon Society. Audubon Society. North American Fishes. Birds of Missouri. A receipt book, which I need for me. This is good for garage sale records. The Art of Vogue magazine. This was a no-brainer. Oh, look, there's all kinds of stuff stuck in here. All the books have had stuff in them. The guy was an artist. Oh yeah, there's just tons of clippings. So yeah, sure that's a thing that'll sell. Vogue stuff pretty much always does. These just cut out from the magazine. Yeah, these are just cutouts of covers. I hope they're not from the actual book. Ah, man, they're from the book. Well, that's a turd. All right, well, I'll probably send that to my scrapbooker. Not the end of the world. Betty Crocker's picture cookbook from, this is an older one. Not super old, probably the 60s. But these are, everybody knows about those. Zip drive. Edward Hawkins and the Hebrew Boys. The one LP he had at the place is a good one. Another art book, the Sid Richardson collection of Remington and Russell. This one appears to have all of its pages. This is a wallpaper book. I've sold quite a few wallpaper books. It needs a little cleanup, but and it's not the best condition, but it shouldn't make a difference. The last wallpaper book I got out of the House of Horrors, and I think it sold for at least $60, maybe $100. I don't remember. Some old typewriter paper. Carbon paper. That stuff often does pretty good. More books about birds. That one's got some loose pages, but whatever. And then metal tip darts. There's some really random small stuff. And some 78s. Which I just looked in the box. I'm like, oh, there's some 78s in there. He charged me $2 for the box. See if anything jumps out at me here. Wayne King, the American Quartet. Singing in the Rain. Beer Barrel Polka. I think this is a military issue. Coin Operators International Series. So that would have been for like a old Victrola. Louis Armstrong. Frankie Lane, All I Want for Christmas. Glenn Miller with Moonlight Serenade. That's an easy one. And King. Paul Whiteman. Those usually do okay. So yeah, for $2, I didn't even get to the bottom of it. Count Basie. Pied Pipers. Harry James. Not the good Harry James. There's one Harry James, one that's at the end of Infinity War. Oh, here's another Glenn Miller. Piano music. The Harmonians. Always looking for like the blues ones if you find them. Those things are insane money if you find it. Mills Brothers, meh. Les Brown, more Mills Brothers. Les Brown. Elliot Lawrence. If I get one record out of there that I can list, I'll be happy. All right, and then I'm not going to bring everything in here, but I bought 2 big boxes of ephemera from this guy that was just like random scraps, and there was a few good things that I already know were good things. So there was like every postcard for an art opening in the Portland area, every like all kinds of art postcards, and then on the back of a lot of these were his original art, and his stuff reminds me a lot of his stuff of the guy who was Hunter S. Thompson's illustrator, and I actually bought a poster of that of his as well, the Hunter S. Thompson. But there's a lot of these like 80s. There's David Byrne. Some older, like it's from 2000. Charlie Chaplin. They're continental size, but there's some pretty cool ones. And then just his art on the back of these are pretty cool. Let me see if I can find a good example of it. Oh, here's a Joy Division postcard from 1986. There's kind of what his art looks like a little bit. I've got, hold on, let me grab it. There we go. That was in the ephemera. The guy's name was Patrick Lynn Carson. This is a flyer mock-up he did for First Thursday Art Walk in Portland. Definitely like Keith Haring inspired for sure. And these were in the ephemera stuff as well, which when I looked in the box, the first thing I saw was one of these, and I'm like, all right, I can. Yeah, I've got a shitload of art continentals, a lot, like 300 or 400, 400 or 500. I don't know, a lot, like stacked that much. But this might look familiar to some of you. This is from 98, the first appearance of those guys. Also, and I have all of those. Also, here is the 1992 one of them with the first appearance of those guys. Yeah. And these are all Spike and Mike programs from the 90s. And there's good sales to support them at about $10 a piece. So I'm happy about that. That was a good, like, I mean, that there will pay for everything. And then, of course, I got the skateboard, some Walter Thompson, how to draw, how to paint books, which I just put in a lot and listed for $100 yesterday. So like the first 3 listings were $600, $700, $800. So not bad for first weekend of the year. And but yeah, I'm not even gonna go list it right now. I'm gonna go work on my 2019 taxes. Fun stuff. Yeah, the Art of Vogue though is torn up though. That's pissed off, but whatever. It happens. All right, everybody. That's going to be it for me today. We'll be back tomorrow. I have 1 postcard currently to ship out. Hopefully that gets better, and hopefully your sales get better as well. Hope you all have a great day. We'll catch you on the flip-flop B-side. Bye.